Let me introduce you to Avenish, or as his TikTok profile would suggest, goatavaneesh, because he has self-proclaimed himself as the greatest of all time. Now, I scoured the internet to try and figure out why he was the quote-unquote greatest of all time, and this seems to be the only evidence I could find. Just a pre-warning, he's a bit of a poet. Females reject me left and right, so I've never dated anyone. Looks like y'all missing out on a 5'10" curly pre-med who's fairer skinned than 80% of Indians, so not my problem. I'm desperate as fuck for y'all white females. Other females need to pay me to be in the same sheets / hot tub with me, but I can pay y'all blondes $40 an hour. He has to pay people to get in a hot tub with him? How does he write this? Watch it back, because you have to watch it back like 2 or 3 times before you post it, then think, yeah, this is the one. Post. That's crazy to me. I need some females in my life, bro. I'm probably ugly as fuck and trying to convince myself I'm attractive because I've never had even a girl best friend. Maybe a cute white chick pities me one day and gets with me. So yeah, as you can tell, this guy's a bit of a weirdo. And when I say a bit of a weirdo, I mean a massive egocentric tosser. I could honestly go on for hours and hours just showing you every single video that he's made, and it would be the exact same. It would be some sort of variation of, I'm so beautiful, why don't women love me? I'm the nicest guy in the world, y'all women are haters, chucking a little bit of colorism because why the fuck not? And then at the end, sign it off with brackets, I love white women. This guy's just an all-round weirdo. And as I was saying with like the racism, colorism type stuff, he just keeps on going. Here's another example where he has decided to rate all types of ethnicities because that's a very normal thing to do. Just me or 1, blonde white girls, 2, brunette white girls, 3, light-skinned Latina girls. And then it goes all the way down to 6 black girls, 7 guys, 8 brown girls. So basically, you can see what he's doing here. He has put the palest of the pale at the top and then gone down the color shader. And if you look this guy up for yourself, you will see that there are loads of allegations against him. I've seen people say that he has been harassing women in public. I've seen people say that he's been harassing underaged women. And I've seen examples of him straight up just calling women his property, which sort of follows the Andrew Tate recipe that we've seen unfold on TikTok for the past 2 years. But you get it now, okay? That's all the evidence you need to decide that this guy's a weirdo. So what the fuck happens next? So the University of San Diego has a subreddit, and the community there found out that this guy was transferring to their uni. And obviously, as most people would be, they weren't very happy about it. Posts started cropping up all over the place saying, so apparently this TikToker is coming to transfer to this uni, and then had all the photos that I showed you beforehand. There was also another one that I see where it said something like, if we're sharing screenshots of this creepy TikToker, here's some more. And again, it was just even more examples of what the fuck this guy's been up to. But then it gets crazier. So about a week ago, San Diego released the information to the students about who they're gonna be rooming with. And then a post comes up on the subreddit saying, Avenish is my roommate. And then it has a screenshot of the details to prove it, you know, Avenish, Kanala, blah, 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 the move-in date, the move-out date. If you've been to uni, you've seen this before. Gotta feel sorry for whoever this is though, because I feel like my heart would sink after going through and seeing all the stuff that he's been up to, and then seeing that this guy is your roommate. So as I'm looking at this post, I see the top comment, and the top comment says, preemptively pee on his desk. And then I laugh, I'm like, ha ha ha, this is funny. This guy's a racist, he's a wanker, let's piss on his desk. And then I scroll down to the next comment and I find out that there's a reason people want him to piss on the desk. You're in for a treat. His last roommate left because Avenish pissed all over his desk.
Goatavaneesh gets a new roommate.
This is mad.
Yeah, so in case you didn't read that in time, let me read it for you. My new roommate moved in earlier than I thought, so I didn't clean the piss on his table. Long story. Trash or frigid, and he immediately moved away. Whole room to myself again. I guess if any females want to come over. This guy, any chance he gets, he's like, hey yo, women. I know I hate y'all, but want to come through? Firstly, how is it a long story that you have just pissed on his desk? I would love to know the thought process that went on there where you decided, you know what? That desk, Needs a bit of piss. So yeah, he's pissed on this guy's desk, the roommate's moved out, and now this new guy is being brought in to be his roommate. But obviously, Reddit is free. Anybody can sign up, anybody can go on there and see what people are posting. And as you might expect, Mr. Avenish himself saw all these posts and he saw all these people laughing at him. So he takes a screenshot of the piss post and puts this on his Snapchat. Now I did read out the last one, but I will not be reading this one. What I find really funny about this is that he obviously knows that he shouldn't be saying the N-word because he has censored himself, you know, he's put a 1, he's put an @ so he obviously knows that it's not something he should say, but then he said it anyway. So it's like, if you're gonna be a racist, just do it with your chest. And I'm not advocating for racism by any means of the word, but it's so odd to me that you can be racist like this and know that you're wrong. It's like, it's almost like a psychopath or a sociopath type beat. You know you're a bad person, but you still do it anyway. So it's just like, what the fuck is going on with your brain? And then somebody takes a screenshot of that story, puts it up on the Reddit, that's where I found it. And again, the comments came through because a user by the name of, I love this, Maroon Lobster, said this: I'm pretty sure he's on this subreddit right now as u/throwaway account 7120. Look at his comment history. This dude's been responding really defensively to every post about Avenish and talking about how smart and good looking he is, Lamau. He keeps bringing up the fact he has curly hair too, like all the chicks are gonna dig it. Literally nobody aside from himself thinks like that, and even crazier is that someone's gonna spend their 2 to 5 a.m. time right now in the US going around and calling him good looking like 20 times. Either that or my man's got a massive crush on him. This guy who has been posting all over TikTok with his chest out saying, I hate women, blah, 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 women don't love me, all of this shit, has made an account, a fake account, to defend himself. And I love that he's like, oh yeah, but he's so sexy, man. This guy's done nothing wrong. He's so beautiful, he's so sexy. All the curly hair, the women are gonna love that shit. It's just crazy. It's absolutely fucking crazy. Because his daily routine is wake up, piss on my roommate's desk. He posts about it on Snapchat, drops a couple of N-words, a little bit of racism, a little bit of colorism, throw in a little bit of misogyny, maybe even if we're feeling crazy, get a little bit homophobic in there. Then he has lunch, he's probably sat there eating bread and boiled meat because there's no way this guy has any taste buds. Then he'll go to bed later in the night, he'll lie there for a couple hours, then he'll pull out his phone, log into his fake account and spend the next 3 hours as if he's a shift worker commenting on all the posts about himself, saying how hot and how pretty he is, and then turn his phone off, put his head down, tuck himself in. Odd behavior, really, really odd behavior. So then obviously after being called out by the Reddit saying, we know this is you, we know this is your fake account, what did he do? He doubled down. He said, no, this is not Avenish. I just think he's so sexy. And if you think I'm joking, I'm not. This is the literal first line in his reply. No, this is not Avenish. Although I wish I could be someone of his caliber. And let's face the facts, you all do too. This is pure jealousy speaking. And then someone rightfully asks him, why would anybody be jealous of you? You literally post online about how women don't like you. And his reason for why you should be jealous of him is because he's famous, he's smart, he's successful, and good looking, while you all hate from anonymous accounts. It's really just an almost sad tale of a guy who clearly has an issue with self-confidence and found himself thrown down this sort of misogynistic, almost just people hating, because I don't think there's anybody that this guy doesn't hate on. And as the final piece of the puzzle, there was a post about 4 or 5 days ago on the subreddit again, calling people to let the University of San Diego know about this guy and know what he's done. I'll link the post in the description because it has basically all of the evidence that I shown you guys today. It also has information on what you should do if you ever feel like you're a victim of stuff like this, which I feel like is always worth keeping handy. But it's also got other stuff that I haven't shown you because I thought that it was too much to put into a YouTube video, so you can go and look for yourself and see how much of a creep and a weirdo this guy really is. And just for an idea of what I'm on about there, our friend the Maroon Lobster posted again in that comment section saying, did he seriously make a TikTok about how he's gonna privately squeeze Latinas that reject him? Like, come on, bro. I don't get how he's being so open about like these crimes, because let's be frank, they are all crimes that he's committing. And nothing has happened yet. I've seen rumors that supposedly he's being expelled, that the dean, I think you guys call them in America, is talking to him, or they're talking together and trying to figure out what they're going to do about this guy, because obviously he's a public figure. He's very vocal about all of this awful shit, so you can't really have him at your uni, can you? And correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure being expelled from a college in America is like a really bad thing, because I assume they have already taken the money. So do they refund it? Do they give it back to you? Or do they just keep it for themselves? Because obviously I know in America you have to pay for it, whereas here in the UK, the government has basically been paying me for the last year to just make YouTube videos. But for now, at least, that is everything that we know about this guy. So that's where I'm gonna leave it. As I mentioned earlier, you should definitely go and check out my new series. I uploaded it 2 days ago on the Jonas Brothers' new show. It's basically a reality show where they get all of these relatives of famous celebrities in, but they have secret identities. Nobody knows who each person's related to, so then they have to try and figure it out, and then if somebody gets found out, like they find out who you're related to, you get kicked off the show. And it's great. I watched the first episode and I'm hooked. I've already got the second episode on its way. That's coming out next week. It's gonna be amazing. Get involved. But other than that, let me know what you guys think about all of this whole crazy situation, because I'm sure some people can unfortunately relate to it, because this type of behavior is only getting more common and more common and more common, and it's frightening, really. It's really, really scary. Sorry that this video has been a bit more downbeat and not as happy and laughy as my other ones. I just struggle to find the funny parts in stuff when it's so serious like this. But anyway, we live, we move, we carry on. And other than that, see ya.